Hello everybody, so in this video I'll show you an electromagnet array that creates a rotating magnetic field. And this setup is actually quite simple and easy to build, and I'll show you how I do it. And the reason for why I built this is I always wanted to see a rotating magnetic field visualized under a magnetic viewing film in real time, and that's what I'm going to show you later on in this video, so stay tuned for that. For now, I'm going to give you a quick preview of what it looks like when the field is rotating. You will see more of that later on in more views and in more detail. But for now, let's just start with how I built it. So what you see here are just 4 of these electromagnet coils that you see here, and I've arranged them in a circular pattern and basically just inserted them in this 3D print, so they stick in here. And I also connected all 4 of these coils to just a regular stereo audio amplifier, and you can drive these 4 coils individually with a stereo audio amplifier if you feed it with a signal generator. And there is a special trick to it on how to basically give each of them an individual signal, so you get a rotating magnetic field just like with a regular AC motor. And I'll just quickly show you how I set this up. So you have 4 of these coils, and as you can see with this coil, with each coil you have 2 wires going from them. One comes from the inside and one from the outside. So basically the opposing coils, I connect them both to one channel. Let's say these 2 are connected to the right channel of the audio amplifier and these 2 are connected to the left channel. Of course, I don't connect both of them with the same polarity. So let's say I connect this one with the outer rim and the inner rim, saying this is plus, this is minus. And of course, this one I connect the exact opposite. So you can get the idea. And with these 2 the same, I connect them to the left channel, but just these 2 cables opposite from each other on each side. And the special trick is with the function generator that I'm driving this coil. This is just an app that I have on my tablet. It's called Function Generator by CoilSoft. I will put a link in the video description where you can download it. I don't know why, but it's not available in the App Store anymore. So yeah, basically you need an Android device to run this. And the neat thing with this function generator is that it has 2 channels. So I have channel 1 and I have channel 2. So I can set each channel individually. And what I'm doing here with channel 2 is I can set the phase offset to channel 1. And that's what I did. I just set the phase here 90 degrees offset to channel 1. And when I do this and play a sine wave signal on all 4 of these coils, and these 2 coils are offset 90 degrees, we get a rotating field that you can see here. You will see more of that later. So that's basically the easy trick to do this, and I can show you this quite simply with just a bar magnet that I have here, and I have attached a plastic wheel on it just to make it easier to visualize this. And I just insert it in here, but before, let me quickly show you what kind of bar magnet this is. This is just a regular neodymium magnet that is magnetized along this axis, as you can see with the magnetic viewing film. So we have the poles here and here, okay? And when I insert this in here and turn on my frequency generator, you can see the wheel or the magnet itself starts spinning. Okay, I just attach this plastic wheel to it to visualize this better for you. But what I can also show you is when I just insert it here like this, you'll see It actually floats in the center. That is just because it is attracted to the iron cores of the electromagnets. Of course, this is not a real levitation. It always sticks to one of these sides. Okay, if the plastic insert in here wouldn't be, it would be just attracted to one of the electromagnets. But if I now turn it on, you can see quite nicely how the magnet starts to rotate, just like with an AC motor. And this indicates very well that we have a rotating magnetic field. I can also just increase the frequency. Let's go up to 10 Hertz. Before we had 5 Hertz. So you just have to multiply this by 60 to get the rotations per minute, or RPM. Right now at 10 Hertz we have 600 RPM at which this magnet is turning. I have to adjust the frequency on my audio amplifier a bit, or the volume, So yeah. And as you can see, it rotates freely inside here. Yeah, no, the cables are a little messy, but hey, it was just an experimental setup. And yeah, this works actually quite nice and is a really cool demonstration. I can actually increase the frequency up to, yeah, tried around 50 Hertz, which would equal 3000 RPM. And as you can see, the magnet turns actually really fast at 3000 RPM with a very simple setup that is actually really cheap to make. These coils are, I bought them online, they're cheap. The holder is just a 3D print, and this amplifier, I'll just quickly show you, is just a cheap Bluetooth amplifier that I found on Amazon. Yeah, cost me I think 30 bucks, so it does the job. It's not the best, but for this purpose it's doing just fine, and I can easily connect it just to my tablet and feed it the frequency from the function generator. Here you see the model number, just search for it. It's just a cheap Chinese amplifier. Yeah, but it does the job fine. The smaller one that I had and I used from my previous projects was a little too weak in terms of power, so I had to go for this one. And yeah, that is basically how you make such a setup. And now I will just show you how the rotating magnetic field looks like underneath field viewer. And what I used to film this is just this holographic field viewer that I made a while ago. I think 2 years ago I made a video where I showed you how I built this. This is just this sheet of magnetic or color gradient magnetic viewing film glued onto acrylic disc, and there I have an LED strip around it, so I have a light ring around it. Yeah, and then I filmed it in slow motion so you can see it even better. So let's continue to this. So we finally made it to the most interesting part of the video. This is the entire setup with the neodymium magnet inside, rotating underneath the color gradient magnetic viewing film that I just showed you. And originally it rotates at 5 Hertz, and I slowed it down 10 times so you can see the field rotating even better. I also speeded it up a little bit to 1 rotation per second, and yeah, like this you can really get a great impression of what the rotating field looks like in real time. And this is something I always wanted to achieve, or to see what this looks like in real time when you view it with a magnetic viewing film. I haven't found something like that online before. What I show you here is I brought the entire setup even closer to the field viewer, and there you can see the field formation even better, but there are some slight artifacts forming, as you can see. This is just because I pressed the setup against the field viewer, and when you squeeze the field viewer, these artifacts are forming. Just ignore them. Also here it is at a slightly faster speed of 1 rotation per second. I think this is some really great footage, and trust me, it took me a long time to film this. It wasn't easy to film all of this, and this was the best I could do. And next off, I show you the setup right here without a neodymium magnet in the center. I know it's really dim, and this is because the field strength of the coils themselves isn't that strong, and I really tried my best to get a good footage of it. I edited the video and enhanced the colors a bit. You can see in the center the field still rotating, these 2 white spots, and this is the best I could do without a magnet in the center. I hope this still gives you a good impression of what this looks like. So I hope you enjoyed what you see and you learned something new. And if you want to support me, check out the links in the video description, and have a nice day and goodbye.